Hey, how you guys doing? For this week's topic, we're going to be talking about utilizing a Shure SM7B with your USB audio interface or maybe even a mixer. There's several ways you can do this. And perhaps if you need additional preamplifiers, something like a CloudLifter, FET head, there's several on the market. And so to answer this, it could be yes, no, or even maybe. All depends on your particular situation. As you can see here, I do have a Shure SM7B, which I've been using for 5 or 6 years now. I use it with a Mackie mixer and now an M Audio USB interface, both of which have 62 dB of input gain. And of course, this microphone's known to have notoriously low output. So you can't necessarily run it with any interface. So you need to do your research if you're thinking of using this microphone with your current interface, or maybe even purchasing it with this microphone as well. So yeah, you're going to need at least 60 dB gain to run this microphone with enough level to record, stream, or there can be a multitude of uses. Now, even if, let's say, you have an interface that has enough gain to run this mic successfully without having to buy a preamp, such as a CloudLifter, there's a couple things you really need to think about first. Most USB interfaces max out, even if they go that high, at about 62 dB of gain. So there's a couple of problems with this as well. For instance, when you max out the volume on some interfaces, you're also going to raise the noise level because you're maxing out the volume. So you may be picking up electronic noise such as hiss, could be static noise in the background, a variety of things. So something you also need to research. So if you're thinking of getting a preamp, also other than having enough gain, you also want to check to make sure that it has very low noise if possible, because you want to bring that high noise level into your recordings. Another thing you really need to think about as well is, in my instance, all my audio interfaces run at 62 dBs of gain, but I have to max out the input all the way. And if I need that additional volume, there's nowhere to go. So in some cases, I'm finding out that I just need that little bit extra of input gain, which I don't have. So sometimes when I record something and I use a video editor, I may have to actually raise the level out a little bit, or it could be a particular application doesn't pick up the volume, and so I'll have to somehow adjust it out. So it'd be great to have some. I wish I'd had a little extra volume. Of course, to solve this problem, if you want some additional audio input volume, you could use something like a preamplifier, such as a CloudLifter. That head, there's many on the market, and it utilizes phantom power, 48 volts, to raise the level. In the case of the CloudLifter, I think they advertise it is gives you 25 dB of clean gain before it actually brings it into your audio interface, which is great because now with the input, you don't have to max it out anymore. You can actually set it to maybe anywhere from 40 to 80%. And so if you need that extra gain from the input of your audio device, you can do it. Currently, like I said, in my case, I'm already maxed out and there's nowhere to go. So I have to do it in pre-post, or there's some other ways I can gain additional volume. But then again, like I said, you may introduce noise doing so. So those are some of the things you really need to think about before using this microphone. Your choice of audio interface, whether it be USB, mixer. There's additional cost for running this microphone as well, which I've mentioned, and also it could be XLR cables, perhaps a something like CloudLifter to utilize as well. So I wanted to point out these things to you first to give you my thoughts on whether or not you need a CloudLifter or similar preamplifier. Of course, that choice is up to you, but those are some of the things you really need to think about before going out and purchasing all these items. Do your research first before you spend all that money. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you later. And don't forget to subscribe and use the bell icon if you want to see more of my videos. Appreciate you watching.